The Sky. Hi, I am obviously new around here and I wasn't sure how to go about all of this. My wife and I are pretty young in our mid-20s, but we have been together for about 10 years now and we haven't known anyone else but one another in all honesty. Anyway, I am pretty sure my wife is cheating on me and I don't know what I should do. I came home early the other day and some guy I haven't ever seen before was walking out of our house. It wasn't a work truck or anything like that. And when I asked her about it, she was extremely evasive and just said it was a friend. But it has been eating at me for a while now and I honestly do not know where to go with this. She has been spending a lot more time on her phone and just hasn't been interested in me as she usually is. And everything and anything turns into a fight as of late. I was talking with some of my best friends and they all think she is cheating on me and that I should just file for a divorce and not put up with this type of behavior. I also confided in my sister. She is my twin, so she is probably my closest friend in all honesty, so I wasn't sure who else besides my best friends to get a better aspect in all honesty, and she agreed. But then again, she hasn't ever been my wife's biggest fan. I love her, but this is breaking my heart. But how do I deal with someone who turns everything into a fight and I can't even talk about this with? Just at a loss. No, we don't have any kids yet. We have been trying, but I haven't confronted or even accused her yet. In all honesty, every time I think about it, I just get sick. And no, I didn't confront the guy coming out of my house. I am pretty passive-aggressive and just anti-confrontational in general. Also, I deal with anxiety and depression and I have Asperger's, so that altogether, and I just don't like to fight and argue. I avoid it in general. I did talk to a friend who is a lawyer and just discussed my next steps and what I should do next. He told me if I really want to control the divorce, I need proof of her cheating, otherwise it is just a he said she said type of deal. My friend is in corporate law, litigation, but I figured he would still have some idea of what I should do, plus it was free advice. He has a divorce lawyer I can go to if and when I am ready to move forward with it all. She told me she is pregnant this morning, and all I could think about, instead of even being happy about it, that it probably isn't even my kid. Like, how terrible is that? It just has me pretty depressed. I am probably just going to attempt and confront her here soon and make her prove to me she isn't cheating, but I don't know if I would even believe it in all honesty. So, I slept at a hotel last night. Things just came to a head last night. She got mad at me for not being happier about the pregnancy and then accused me of cheating on her since I haven't tried to do anything with her since I saw that guy coming out of our house. Well, I honestly lost it on her and lost my cool with her and just blurted it all out that I think she is the one cheating, having some random dude in our house while I am away that clearly wasn't there for work ext. And that anytime I try and bring it up and talk to her about it, she shuts it down and or turns it into a fight, and that she has been turning everything into a fight as of late. I told her we need some time apart and that until she can prove she wasn't cheating, this just wasn't going to work, and that I will probably be divorcing her. She has been calling and texting me nonstop all day today and I just haven't responded so far. The sheer fact she accused me of cheating just really bothered me after the way she has been acting. When I asked her about the guy, she said he was just a friend and that they were catching up. But she was super defensive about it, and like I said, she has been picking fights about everything. She left me a voicemail last night crying, asking why I was throwing away our marriage and swearing she hadn't done anything wrong and that she hasn't been cheating on me. I just don't know what to believe. I love her, I really do, but I just can't shake that feeling of doubt. I am supposed to meet with my friend's divorce lawyer he knows and recommends after work. I guess we will see how that goes. Ending this will be incredibly hard for me to end it with the one person who has always understood me and hasn't ever held what I have against me like it is some kind of plague, you know. I talked with my friend and the divorce lawyer for a few hours at a restaurant. I told him to get things rolling and I would let him know in a few days rather or not to file. I just feel guilty, like I am throwing my marriage away or something, if that makes any sense. As we were walking out, ran into some of my wife's friends, just awful timing, and they all jumped down my throat about divorcing her when she is pregnant. And I just told them it wasn't any of their business and to not concern themselves in our relationship. Wife also found my hotel and hotel room last night. Just everything that could go wrong last night, did not to mention I gave in to her and we had slept together. Not as strong as I would like. I really want to set her down and have an actual conversation about all of this and see if I can get any answers. I know it might be a waste of time, but I really do need some answers. Because what if she isn't cheating and I am just throwing it all away? Hard not to have doubts at this stage. Hard not to question things like this when you love this person and you thought they've you too, but now you think it is a lie. It has been a busy, stressful weekend. Thus, why I am just now getting around to this. I met up with my wife and we had a sit down. She still swears there is nothing going on and that she is more than willing to do whatever it takes to prove that to me, including taking a polygraph. She said it was the first time they had met up and he just dropped by the house without warning. She blamed being so short and everything on the pregnancy. I don't know what I believe at this stage now. She really got into my head and then asked if I was still taking my meds and that she was considering mental help me based on how I have been acting. I just got really angry that she dismissed all of my feelings based on my mood and meds. Just so frustrating. Wanted to add that I don't feel like my anxiety or Asperger's would affect this in any shape or form. She just mind screwed me really hard. I should have known better than meeting up with her. I understand how frustrating everything is. Sorry for the slow responses. I have been dealing with a lot and it is really overwhelming. Not having the one person you have relied upon and always been there to support you and to just have your world you thought you knew to just be shattered isn't something I would wish upon my worst enemy. Yes, I asked about a DNA test for the baby. I haven't decided what to do yet. I know what I should do, but heart is just fighting with me so strongly. I don't think I will ever get answers, but I want to believe her when she tells me there isn't anything going on. I am meeting my friend and lawyer tomorrow. Wife had texted saying to schedule her poly so we could move past this all. So, I am going to get my lawyer to schedule it. I haven't responded to her since we had the talk and all. I don't know why she won't tell me who this guy is more than a friend. I have told you all everything that she has told me and that I currently know. A part of me doesn't want to know any more than that. He hasn't been around that I know of again. Lawyer set up the polls for Friday at 2 p.m. So, we will see if she actually does it or not. If she doesn't and backs out, then she is clearly lying to me and has cheated, and that will be that for me. She said they were old childhood friends from when she grew up where she was born. But I still don't know why he would just show up or why she won't give me this dude's name. Wife was a no-show for the poly and I told my lawyer to file immediately. I guess that showed just how much of a fool I was to think she would actually care about our marriage or try and fix it. I can't believe that I actually believed her. Just really disgusted with myself and frustrated with everything and just angry and depressed all at the same time. I don't deal well with changing or expressing myself at all. So, I won't lie that I am not handling this in the best way right now. I sent my soon-to-be ex-wife a few long texts explaining that in no uncertain terms we are done and that she clearly doesn't respect me and our marriage, and I will admit I raged at her a bit. Told her to go have an abortion though, because I don't want any part of me, if it is mine, to also be a part of her. But also, just got really depressed, and I won't lie, I started crying as I asked her if she even really loved me or just felt sorry for me because I was a guy who happened to be an easy route since I make a good chunk of money. I have like 10 missed calls from her and a bunch of texts, but I haven't even bothered looking to see what she has said back. I don't think I have ever felt so many emotions all at once and so strongly. I know I still need a DNA test. I need a lot of things. But I meant what I told her when I told her to have an abortion. I know it might make me an awful guy, but I don't know why I should be punished and have to deal with her for a lifetime because she decided to cheat on me. I have a mountain of texts and missed calls and voicemail from my wife saying everything from apologizing and pleading for me not to do this and that she is sorry and loves me too, screaming and calling me names and calling me stupid, that I don't know what I am doing without her and she should have me committed, to saying it just isn't true and she can prove it. I don't know what I am doing anymore, honestly. My sister offered to let me stay with her until this is over and I find my own place. Probably going to take her up on it since a hotel bill is adding up. At what point do you just tell her to go kick rocks and leave you be? The only way I would take her back is with the name of this guy and if she passed a polygraph. She said she would take one and then seemingly forgets. So, my wife thinks calling my parents and friends and place of work and telling them all I am not taking my meds and that I am suicidal is somehow going to get me to come back to her in some way. I don't know why she is doing this to me. I had friends, family, and coworkers all ready to throw me into the hospital thinking I was going to harm myself. Yet when I confront her, she swears something is off with me and she just wants me to stop this divorce and come back home. If I wasn't good enough for you to the point you cheated on me, why am I now? She also called my lawyer and I guess set up another polygraph, but I doubt she will actually take it and will probably just bail on it like the last one. I don't know what to make of her at this point. Her pulling that has royally passed my sister off though. I still told her that she should just have an abortion and save us both the trouble of a DNA test and or a lifetime of pain together. My meds aren't really that concerning, honestly. Antidepressants and anti-anxiety meds. They just keep me level-headed. In all honesty, nothing really life-changing. Yes, I told my family what is going on and I am with my sister now, so hopefully things will even out for me because this is just a mess and I am over it all. I don't think my sister wants me here to support me so much as to just keep an eye on me, it feels like. But I don't mind. I guess the hotel was getting a bit expensive. My wife got served today according to my attorney, so that probably explains all the texts and crazy voicemails. Also had the police show up to my sister's saying my wife wanted a wellness check on me and crap. Also, I don't see how I screwed up in any way, shape, or form, honestly. I don't follow why the other poster would say that. I am not the one who cheated and had an affair. They have a polygraph set up for Monday afternoon. I was asked to attend, I don't know what for, but apparently it was a demand of my wife's for this to go through. Told my attorney he can also relay that she can also come with the so-called proof she has that she isn't having an affair, and if she fails this, that there isn't a chance in hell of reconciliation with me. I don't feel like I have done anything wrong or have asked too much here. I have been just really angry as of late, but now I am just to the point where the depression is creeping up on me. Just started crying tonight for no reason. I guess it is finally starting to hit me that I am losing the person that I thought I would be spending the rest of my life with and whom I love. Feel really embarrassed crying, but I don't know, no point in holding it all in at this point. The poly questions are by me and my attorney, so no worries there. I also have now demanded a DNA test since she won't just do the honorable and decent thing and end this charade once and for all. I am sorry to be so blunt, but if she cheated on me and somehow the baby is still miraculously mine, I don't want to deal with her for the rest of my life and be reminded of what we had and what she threw away on top of it all. Honestly, this has gotten me more and more depressed rather than angry. Seriously, just thought about chugging some hard liquor with a bunch of my meds and call it a day. I don't know or understand how to move through this. This is literally the first woman I have ever fallen in love with and understood me. She took my virginity, for Christ's sakes. I suppose it is what really gets to me. I gave her literally everything and it wasn't enough. I wasn't enough. Update: today didn't really answer any questions I had or solved anything. She somehow passed the polygraph and I don't understand or get how that is possible, honestly. I don't understand what to do now. I was honestly so sure she was going to fail, and didn't she pass? How is that even possible? That just confuses things so badly. I was just so shocked. She wants me to come back home and stop this still, but I told her I just need time to think and process this through. A lawyer couldn't explain it to me either, but she showed no deception in the test. They think we should do another one just in case, but I don't know if I should at this point. I told her that we would talk in a few days, but she would have to tell me everything, and that she couldn't hold back if she really wanted me to come back, and she agreed, and she also agreed to do this with my lawyer present, and everything will be recorded and looked into. This just has confused me even more and complicated things to a level that I am just really overwhelmed. My sister thinks I just need to keep moving forward with the divorce because she thinks the test wasn't accurate, as she feels my wife is clearly lying and not being very forward or honest with me. I took some time away from work so I can deal with whatever this is. The questions were: 1. Asking her name. 2. Since the beginning of the relationship, have you ever had slept with anyone other than me? 3. Have you made arrangements to see another person whom you are attracted to, either in person or via any other communication, including social media, during the period of the relationship? 4. Since the beginning of the relationship, have you ever had physical contact with anyone other than? She showed no deception, which according to my lawyer meant she was being honest, truthful. I don't understand how she has or is possibly telling the truth when she had a guy over inside our home while I was not there. It feels too good to be true, honestly. I want to still believe her, but I don't at this point. I got word through my lawyer that my wife wants to come over here to my sister's and talk about things and even disclose who this other guy is and his identity. I said fine, even though it truly is not fine. I don't even want to see her, honestly, not right now. I still need time, but I guess the faster I deal with this, the better. I got pretty drunk last night. Actually, it is the first time I have ever been drunk that I can ever remember, in all honesty. Sister wants me to go see a therapist, and so I can try and talk to someone who might be unbiased. But I don't feel like it will do any good. Nothing to really talk through, honestly. I am just over this entire ordeal. I just want the truth, and if she won't give me the truth, then I am done and over this, I guess. I have spent the last 5 days in the hospital. Just things are really whacked, and now I am dealing with some physical health things that I didn't know I would have to be dealing with. But I did get a name and some details about this dude. He admitted to learning our address on his own without my wife's help, and that he came around on purpose when I was not home so he could talk to my wife alone. This guy isn't just a friend, so my wife isn't innocent there. This guy is an ex-boyfriend that still apparently thinks he has a shot and isn't letting things go. Anyway, I had gone out that night with some friends of mine just to meet up and hang out, and they were trying to put their 2 cents into things and trying to tell me what I should be doing as well. And I got annoyed and decided I was going to drive home to my sister's, as I had enough people in my ear as of late telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing and how I should and shouldn't be feeling emotional and crap. And I don't know what happened, but the next thing I remembered was waking up in the hospital and being told I was in a pretty bad car wreck and had flipped my car a few times. It was a single car, just my car involved wreck. But no one can really tell me what happened, and no one really knows. But I got messed up pretty badly. Doctor said I need to go see a doctor about my MRI scans from after the wreck, so I have that on my plate. And no, my wife and sister are bickering really badly about all of this, as the family wasn't really wanting her around me in the hospital. But since I am still technically married, the hospital had to let her in. But now they are all fighting because my wife wants me home so I can heal up there, but I honestly don't want to be around her. I still don't know what I am going to do with everything going on with that front. And this car wreck just added a completely new layer to it all for me. I don't drink at all, just one of those quirks about me. I suppose I have never enjoyed alcohol, and it isn't something that interests me, in all honesty. The hospital doctors said it could be stress related, but they wouldn't know for sure until I meet with the specialist next week. I don't think I have acted erratically at all, honestly, just trying to deal with this all blowing up in my face. And I am at my sister's still and will remain here for a little while at the very least. Already had a poly, not going to invest in another at this point. Just even with the new information, I just feel it is best that I keep moving forward with the divorce. She has broken my trust, and once the trust in a relationship is trashed, I do not see how it can possibly be regained. My wife is turning into a pit bull through as of late and just not giving up and just refusing to give me space. I don't know what or how she will react when I tell her that I am for sure just moving forward with the divorce. Honestly, a bit concerned. I am physically and mentally scared of my wife at this point. And no, I haven't allowed anyone to even remotely say that I had fallen asleep at the wheel. I talked to my lawyer today after my wife came over yesterday and decided to get hostile and spew vitriol at me and my sister and just swore up and down she would fight the divorce and make it go as long as she could and that I was making a mistake. If it isn't one thing, it is another. It feels like when it rains, it pours, I suppose. Is it bad I have doubts about all of this and just want things to go back to the way it was? I really love her, but she is starting to scare me at this point. It is the holidays and my family is broken right now. She said she was going to prove how wrong I was and was going to get a DNA test on the baby next week. If it is mine, I will honestly feel awful for the things I said to her when all of this first went down. She hit my sister more than once, but thankfully I was able to break that up and got my sister not to call the police or press charges for now anyway. Just a lot going on. I know it was a mistake to protect my wife and get my sister to not press charges, and I feel bad for it now, but in the heat of the moment, I was just trying to protect the women that I still love. This might have been my own mistake, not the first I have made here, I suppose. Honestly, I know and hope she loves me, but at the same time, I am starting to have doubts about all of this. I feel like I probably blew all of this out of proportion. Just having doubts. I don't know if that is normal, but nothing has felt normal or right no matter what I have been going through as of late. I go in to see the specialist in the morning, so we will see what is wrong with me. Told my sister if she wants to press charges she should just go ahead and do it though. My wife bruised my sister and that just isn't okay, and that just is bothering me a lot to the point of just feeling awful that I stood up for her. Honestly, right now I am more worried about what could be wrong with me than anything else. But also, just hoping that the baby is mine now so that something good actually comes of this whole mess. Update: wife got arrested. So, there was that, and I met with the specialist and he found a mass on my brain that I guess the hospital missed, but he isn't sure how they missed it, so I underwent more than a few tests. And now I am just waiting and finding out if I have cancer and or if I need surgery. The OM found our address by name search through the home property search. Honestly, isn't that difficult, but still rather shocking that he chose to do something like that. I don't know, I am starting to feel like I believe her and that I have made a mistake, or it just could be the fact that I am terrified as what I am about to face and go through, and I would like to have someone to support me, you know. Yeah, my wife hasn't acted the best, but I truly do believe that it is because of how I have acted myself and that she was just upset over me torpedoing our marriage. My sister thinks I am just overcompensating because of what the specialist has told me. She might be right, but I haven't ever really been sure of everything throughout this entire cluster of stupid. I don't know what I am even doing anymore at this point, just really a struggle. Christmas time shouldn't be like this, honestly. Family and health are imploding. I honestly do not understand how this is being turned into my fault. I didn't lie in or cheat, which I am feeling like she didn't all along at this point. Honestly, we both screwed up and now I am going to try and fix it if I can at all. Honestly, I don't have enough evidence that they in fact even cheated or did anything like that, and it is all circumstantial. Yeah, she messed up by not just being straight up with me and honest, but we all make mistakes and I have made my fair share now. I can't do whatever this is, whatever I am going through alone. I need my wife and she is pregnant and we both just need each other. I reacted just too fast, I feel. I am going to try and fix this marriage and no divorce her. Going to try and sit down with her and talk things through. Hopefully, she is willing and things haven't progressed too far and too badly. I don't know what else to do if I am being honest, because if my health is going down the drain and this is serious, to be blunt, I don't want to die alone. And all siding with my sister has caused more issues than it has solved. Haven't really told or explained this to her or reached out to my wife yet to try and start mending, but hopefully, she is willing and this can be fixed, mended. I just feel like I was in the wrong, I don't know. I have been texting my wife and I asked her if there was any chance of repairing this and working things out, and she instantly texted me back saying yes and that she has always loved me and just apologizing for everything. Would be nice to have us back together for Christmas. But I did tell her we would have to meet and set out some ground rules and she agreed. So, we are going to meet up Friday night. As much as I love my sister, this one is one I am going to need to do myself and do alone. Definitely following my heart here, guys, and I just hope it doesn't get me burned. She told me the OM is gone and won't be returning, and she swears nothing happened and that I just overreacted, but she agreed that hiding it and lying to me about it wasn't the best move and she should have just been honest with me from the very beginning. I feel like I am finally able to get through to her and she is finally responding to me normally, I guess is the best word. Just hoping I am not being played and this doesn't bite me in the ass, but at the same time feeling pretty guilty for how I reacted and I don't know why. I do not know why I even bother. I go out of my way trying to give her another shot, thinking this was all my fault and that I just overreacted on her. And she makes me look like an idiot. I don't know why I bothered reaching back out to her, just a worthless point. Catch her out at a restaurant with this man after swearing up and down nothing is going on, not to mention he had his hands all up on her. Like, why bother making it a point to try and meet up and talk crap out and maybe get back together only to pull that crap on me? I am done. I am just done. Not going to try any more with her. Just going to finish out this divorce and try and beat whatever it is I have. Getting tested again on Monday and will be told one way or another if it is cancer or not. I guess this is what I get for trying to listen to my heart instead of my head here. Just so frustrated with myself for even thinking it was possible and that I was wrong. And I got played and I am an idiot and she just can get lost. She is blowing up my phone again, swearing up and down it isn't what it looked like and that she can explain, but I told her don't bother and just to speak to my lawyer from now on. My comment, seriously, boot her to the curb. You don't deserve this and you certainly don't need any of this with the rest of the stuff going on in your life. Make sure you have her get an early DNA test. Start detaching now, talk with a lawyer, get your finances straightened out. The final update was OP never updated. Seems like maybe his health is turning into a bad direction.